Okay. And we are now live on Facebook. Hi, my name is Jeanette. I'm the brand ambassador for Ethical Flooring Ltd. And it's time for the first, are we the first? Yes, we are the first Wednesday of yet another month, Tanya. And it's time to chat with the owners of Ethical Flooring. So today, Kevin is deep in the showroom, making sure that customers are taken care of. And I wanted to ask Tanya. So Tanya, how did you and Kevin meet?
Oh, that was a very long time ago. So his brother was dating my best friend, and that would have been in like 1997 or 98. So I met Kevin as an acquaintance through that. And then I think around 1999, I moved into an apartment in Surrey, and it just happened that his work was right beside my apartment. So we just started talking because we had an acquaintance kind of relationship at that point, and then it just went from there. So 20 plus years later.
Oh, I didn't realize it was 20 years. I've only really known you from the flooring industry. So children?
Yeah, and we have two beautiful daughters. Yeah, so married and two daughters and a business together. So lots going on.
Excellent. So what is your role at Ethical Flooring, please?
So when Ethical started, it was just me and Kevin. It was just the two of us. Started a kitchen table, and we expanded from there. Slowly, rapidly, a bit of both. And from there, my role just keeps evolving and changing. It went from doing everything to doing sales and bookkeeping to now I'm just doing bookkeeping from home. With COVID, I removed myself from the showroom, so it's one less body per person showroom. So I've been doing bookkeeping from home. But as COVID evolves and when life starts entering the world again, I actually just hired a new bookkeeper to take over my role so that I can start focusing on projects within Ethical Flooring that need to be taken care of that nobody else has the time to do. So it just keeps evolving. I feel like in a year or two, my job will be different again.
Can you give us a little hint on one of those projects that you want to implement at Ethical Flooring?
Yeah, one of the smaller ones to start with is just a major showroom upgrade. We've wanted to do that for probably 3 years at least. We've talked about it, but
and you call that small?
Well,
and you call that a small project? I've been in your showroom. You call that a small project?
Yeah, well, yes, it will be a big project, but there's a lot of other things that I want to get to too. But this seems like the easiest thing to start with. But it will be big.
I would have thought maybe move a bookshelf or put a new system into place, but totally changed the showroom. That's a big project, and I can see excitement because whenever we're able to do a bit of refreshing, it kind of puts our desire to want to do a good job for our customers as well. And you find things that you didn't know you had, and this is definitely the season out there. If you want to declutter and you find your floor and you need maybe it to be cleaned or new floor, this is definitely the time of year for that. So let's just talk about your role in support. So how do you support the team there at Ethical?
Yeah, so with Ethical and our team, I'm in constant communication with them. It's even working from home, it's all the time. There's emails or phone calls, whether it's about bookkeeping or something to do with one of their jobs, or there's just always questions or always bouncing ideas off each other. I have a great team. They make a lot of their own decisions and are amazing what they do, but sometimes you just need to stop and get a second opinion or a better way of looking at something. So that's I think my biggest role when I'm communicating with the team.
Okay. And do you have touch points with your customers at all?
Not as much as I used to. Certainly when I was in the showroom full time, I was definitely dealing with customers a lot, but not as much anymore. If there's
Okay. And how about the suppliers? Because, oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, if there is something.
Go ahead. You finish your sentence about the customers.
If I'm talking to a customer, it's usually because there's something they want resolved, and so that's why I very rarely talk to customers anymore, because Again, as my great team members, very little doesn't get resolved at the project management level. All my project managers are amazing.
Okay. Thank you for sticking with us. My internet connection is kind of spotty, so hopefully you guys understood that. And now to finish up is, how about with the suppliers? What is your role? Because I know you have many different suppliers that you deal with when you're pulling together the hardwood floor job or a carpeting job or any of your jobs. So what's your role with your suppliers?
Yeah, we've always thought it very, very important to have really good relationships with our suppliers. It's, you know, when things are being installed, we need to have open communication and good relationships. And those are things that me and Kevin take very seriously. So that's really mostly my role is maintaining those relationships. Sometimes it's negotiating or talking about lines to bring in or what we should or shouldn't do within the line. But a lot of it's relationship building and maintaining relationships.
Okay, so let's finish up today with what we've heard what Kevin and the team have done to the front end of the showroom. What have you guys done or changes in the back end that to support the changes to COVID? Anything you want to share? Because I do know you do supply only orders and customers that have to come up to your warehouse at the back of your showroom. Have you made any changes that you want to update customers about as well?
Yeah, it's when you come into the warehouse or up to the warehouse to get an order, it is definitely clear that the warehouse person will bring the order out. It's you're not making within 6 feet contact. He's very vigilant in making sure that all COVID protocols are in place and that masks are worn. So it makes it, you know, we make it simple to pick up your order, but we also make it safe to pick up your order.
Okay, good. That's good to know, because sometimes warehouse space, it can be a free-for-all, and that's good to know for your customers that are picking up a supply only order, or maybe cleaners or felt feet or anything like that. That I do know that you do stock there at Ethical. That every safety protocol is in place for your enjoyment and for your shopping and for your safety as well. So thank you so much, Tanya. I know you shared just little tidbits, and there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes at Ethical Flooring. If you want to reach out to Tanya about anything, she's 100% an open door and asking. And maybe if you want to reach out with an idea or two for the showroom, if you've ever visited the showroom, because they always want to make the showroom very well set up for your enjoyment, not necessarily for their enjoyment, definitely for their customer enjoyment as well. So, okay, thank you again, Tanya. Join us next Wednesday at 3 o'clock, where we're going to be having one of the suppliers again. It's the second Wednesday. I'm rushing the month, Tanya. And let's find out from another supplier and one of the products that they have at Ethical Flooring. So enjoy the day, everybody, and happy 1st of May. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And don't forget, this Sunday is Mother's Day. Let's make sure we put a big old loving on our moms this Sunday. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.